What's going on, guys? It's Danny here, and this is going to be a 2.3k MMR average game commentary. So let's get into it. There is the draft is about to begin. First the draft, the picks, and then the game. There is an Alchemist first pick. It's not even a random. It's first instant pick Alchemist. Now you have to be very careful. Alchemist is a hero that I recently like playing, and I think it's really good in this patch. In 6.85, definitely a lot more people play him than before, but it's definitely not a hero that I would first pick because he can get countered very easily. In the early game, Alchemist is very weak. It's a very weak hero. He has very low armor and very low HP, okay? So what works very well against Alchemist is if he goes mid, what's very good is roaming supports when you play against him. So you can go mid, and before he gets level 6, you will always have free kills on him because, as I said already, very low armor, very low HP in the early game. Before he hits level 6, he is actually free gold. He is something like a creep. But he's a creep that farms really fast because of Grievous Greed. If he goes safe lane, you can go aggressive duo lane with your teammates, and you will see, he is very squishy, very easy to counter. Now the problem is, when he gets level 6, Alchemist's ultimate, Chemical Rage, regenerates the same HP like you deal per auto attack with your right clicks. So what also works very good against Alchemist is heavy magical damage for the early and mid game, because once he gets level 6 he doesn't care about auto attack that much. As I already said, his ultimate regenerates tons of HPs and he doesn't care about auto attacks. So what works very well is heavy magical damage like Lion, Lina, and heroes like that. You know, Lion has the finger that's instant 500 magical damage, and Alchemist's HP on level 6 and 7 is like 700 or so, so he almost dies from one finger. Alchemist can also get out carried pretty easily in the very late game by other hard carry heroes, but the thing is, if you can get to the very late game, because Alchemist with Grievous Greed, he farms until 25 minutes or 30 minutes or so, and at 30 minutes into the game, Alchemist is always going to have more farm than the enemy carry. Right? That's how Alchemist works. His Grievous Greed increases his gold per minute by a lot. And when Alchemist has like 4 big items at 30 minutes, the enemy carry will have 2 big items only. So Alchemist will go and try to finish the game while he is 5 times stronger than the rest. So late game is always okay because he will get out carried, but you never know if you will get to the very late game first of all. So that's why I know I'm talking a lot about Alchemist, but I see him picked a lot, and people always, like, people never seem to know what to do. So remember, he is a free gold. He is actually a free gold before level 6. And at level 6, he is still a free gold to a lot of nukes, very heavy nukes, like a lot of damage nukes. Lina, Lion, and other heroes that have magical damage nukes. So make sure you roam against them if he's mid. Make sure you duo lane, aggressive lane against them if he's safe lane. Just don't let them farm. No matter what, don't let them farm, okay? The second pick is Wraith King. That's not a very good second pick because he can get countered. I have already seen so many Wraith King picks early on in this low MMR game commentary videos. I think in every video so far there has been a Wraith King that's first or second pick. So I say it in every video, mana burn heroes will counter him very easily, and he's also pretty squishy too. He has a stun, he can contribute to the lane a lot more than an Alchemist. Alchemist has a stun too, but it's very weak hero early on. Wraith King, not a good second pick. He can very easily get countered. Rubik, by the way, was the first pick in the Radiant team, which is an excellent first pick. It's one of the best first picks. You know, it's a support hero. Who cares if you counter it? It's a very good support hero. You can always make big plays. There is always going to be something that you can steal and do a lot with it. For example, steal Alchemist's ultimate and then GG, you are unkillable. You get healed so much. Lifestealer is actually a good pick here. Lifestealer is good against Alchemist. And Lifestealer is good against Wraith King too. Lifestealer is actually really nice. Really nice pick. I wouldn't second pick Lifestealer usually, but after Alchemist and Wraith King is picked, second pick Lifestealer is okay. Necrophos. Now this is turning into a bit of a disaster. You have way too many carries. You have an Alchemist and the Wraith King already, and so this is going to be mid lane Alchemist, I guess. Safe lane carry Wraith King, and Necrophos has to go off lane maybe. Dual off lane with Necrophos is not very bad, like Undying Necrophos. Ogre Magi is the fourth pick for the Dire. It's a support hero, exactly what they need, and they are going to need one more support. Klinks, by the way, is the third pick. Klinks is really good here. He's good against every hero from the Dire so far. Alchemist has very low armor. Wraith King also has pretty low armor. Not as low as Alchemist, but he also has pretty low armor. So Klinks' physical damage will be very good against all the heroes from the Dire. And also they don't have like good heroes to get on top of the Klinks. Now this is one of them. This is a good hero to get on top of Klinks. Queen of Pain with Blink. But Klinks can very easily man-fight a Queen of Pain. It's not enough. If Quob blinks on you with Klinks, unless she uses every single spell and kills you in 2 seconds, you will be able to kill her, because Queen of Pain is a pretty squishy hero too. I think Klinks is a good pick in this game. We will see how he's going to do, if he's going to do well or not. Wind Ranger, nice at this point. Wind Ranger is going to go mid, I guess. Safe lane Klinks. Actually having the Lifestealer on the off lane against Alchemist is really good, because I think Alchemist will go safe lane, since they have a Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain can go off lane too, but they also have a Necrophos. Like, the problem is that they have too many carries. I think they only have one support, Ogre Magi. Obviously Necro can be a support, or Wraith King can be a support, but it's not a good idea. Like, these heroes are much better as a core than as supports. Wraith King and Necrophos. And looks like a safe lane Wraith King Necrophos, mid lane Alchemist that bought no items. Maybe his idea is to get a first item bottle, rushed bottle. You definitely need a poor stout shield. Sometimes even a poor man's shield is very good to block some damage, especially when you play against Windrunner. The reason why you need poor man's shield is because you need to block some damage early on into the game, because you have only one armor. One armor is very weak. What the Radiant team should do here is to try to contest the top rune, because Alchemist gets 500 gold from the level 1 rune, and you should always try to contest the rune where Alchemist goes. And look at how much damage he's taking. If he didn't have his two teammates there, he wouldn't have been able to take the bounty rune on level 1. So he takes the 500 gold from bounty rune, and the reason why it's 500, by the way, it's because of the Grievous Greed. It's 5 times the normal gold from bounty rune. On level 1, bounty rune is 100 gold, later on it's less than that. But on the minute 0, bounty rune is 100 gold, and Alchemist gets 5 times that, so 500. Crazy, crazy. You should always try to contest. You should always try to not let Alchemist have the 0-minute rune, because man, 500 gold is a lot. That's like instant bottle for him on the mid lane. And I definitely think he should have bought a stout shield. He still doesn't have one. Wind Ranger should realize that he's very weak in the early game, and he can very easily die. What Wind Ranger is doing is really nice. She is trying to stay out of the acid spray range and then auto attack. But what you can actually do, like right now, look at the position of the acid spray. It's right here. So what Wind Ranger can do for sure is stand up there and right click the Alchemist. You have the Wind Run, so Alchemist misses every single auto attack, and you are basically much better at right clicking than the Alchemist. And he has only 1 armor, keep that in mind. And she's doing the right thing right now. Wind Ranger is doing the right thing. And this is exactly it. This is what she should be doing. That was very good. Pressure the Alchemist, harass the Alchemist, remember that he is very weak early on. Remember that he has only 1 armor. So before he gets level 6, auto attacks are very good against them. This is jungling Lifestealer, I suppose, which is getting harassed by Ogre Magi. Very well done by the Ogre to harass the jungler. It's always good if you contest the jungle in some way. You know, either you go and harass him, or you block his camps with wards, so he doesn't have every single camp to work with. Alchemist activated both runes actually, a haste and a bounty, and I think he's going for Midas. Alchemist is still a very strong hero though, like he is insanely strong. The acid spray hurts a lot more than you think. Like, oh wait a second, Wind Ranger definitely needs to buy a bottle. I have not paid much attention on the starting item build this time, as you guys noticed, but I have paid more attention on the mid lane. I always try to do different stuff. Until now, in every low MMR game commentary, I have always been pausing the game in the beginning and looking at the starting item builds. But I cannot keep going in this video without saying anything about this. She bought a Ring of Protection. I actually want to check real quick to make sure that is actually what she did. No, it's a Ring of Protection as a starting item, and then later on she bought a new talisman. What you need is your bottle. Don't buy a new talisman. First of all, starting with a Ring of Protection would be okay for an offlane Wind Ranger, where you need the bonus armor, and later on you buy it from you go to the side shop and you turn your Ring of Protection into Ring of Basilius. On the mid lane, Wind Ranger is better to start with a new talisman plus HP regen item, tangos or healing salve, something like that. Or maybe ask your supports to share tangos to you. Because right now, look at what she's doing. She's forced to stay behind and avoid the acid spray. And right now, Alchemist is getting everything he wants. He gets another bounty rune and he gets 290 gold from it. Wind Ranger, at least the skill build is good. Maxing power shot, that's the best thing you can do. So you can compete with Alchemist for the runes. Also, one more thing that works well against Alchemist is, I mean, I already said that roaming supports, but not only in a sense of roaming mid and killing the Alchemist, also in a sense of contesting the runes. Lifestealer, for example, as a jungling hero from the Radiant team, can go and check the runes and not let Alchemist get the runes, because letting Alchemist have the bounty rune, letting Alchemist have every bounty rune is a big mistake, because he gets 5 times the normal gold from it. And as you can see, he has a 4-minute Hand of Midas and the bottle and the Quilling Blade, which is insane farm so far. Look at the net worth difference. How much bigger it is than everyone else. And Windrunner tried to shackle. Basically, what Windrunner should have done is buy a bottle first item instead of no talisman, nuke the creep waves a lot, and make sure to not miss much experience. That's why I say nuke the creep waves, because when you go for the runes, if the enemy's mid lane is pushing to your tower, you're going to miss experience and last hits. So use the power shot to clean the creep waves. Alchemist is getting the bounty rune again, and at this point, this Alchemist is going to snowball. Like, Alchemist with so much farm so early on looks like a snowballing Alchemist to me. This looks like a snowballing out of control Alchemist. Rubik is too late with ganking the mid lane. When Alchemist has ultimate, you cannot deal any damage because he heals more damage than you deal to him. Now when his ultimate expires is a very good timing. That's very well done by Rubik. He knows when to gank, and he didn't even kill him, but it was a good try. If Windrunner had more mana for power shot, that would have been a kill for sure. Alchemist is going for Battle Fury. This is going to be a very early Midas Battle Fury on the Alchemist. So far, he is doing very, very well on his farming. And now I'm finally going to stop looking at the mid lane. I hope everything I said until now will help you in your games, because it's important to counter the Alchemist early on and stuff. Because that hero, that's a very special hero. If you let him do whatever he wants, if you let him take every single bounty rune, and he's just going to farm like mad. He's going to have insane amount of farm very fast, and he's going to snowball out of control. The Wind Ranger TP'd bottom to gank, and that was actually a successful gank. They got a kill on the Ogre and also almost killed the Queen of Pain. Actually, oh, this is not enough to kill the Klings. Klings has no mana for Skeleton Walk. I am surprised to see a TP rotation to help, because it's not supposed to happen, right? The lower MMR games, people are not supposed to be very good, but it's really nice to see the TP rotation by Rubik to try to save the Klings. Klings was fine, but it's just the attempt that Rubik did to try to save him. It's really nice to see. Double kill for Queen of Pain bottom. Both Silencer and Wind Ranger died. 1-5 score. Radiant team has an advantage, plus Alchemist is completely free farming, and they are probably pinging the jungle. They probably wanna go and gank him. They probably realize at this point how strong he is and how strong he can actually get, and they want to gank him. They have to wait for his ultimate to expire. This is not going to be enough, I think, or maybe it is. He has very low armor, so yes, he died. Very heavy physical damage. Very heavy physical damage, guys. The searing arrows from Klinks, and very nice to get a kill on Alchemist. It's going to, you know, slow his farm a little bit. He's dead for 30 seconds. He's going to have some time to chill. That's a kill now. That's actually a kill for Necrophose's ultimate. And Necrophose's ultimate... Klinks is going to die, right? He didn't use the skeleton walk immediately. Necrophose's ultimate is very important that you kill with it, okay? Sometimes you can use it like in a very close situation where you're not sure that you're going to kill. But mostly you should always try to make sure that you actually kill with your ultimate, because it adds to the respawning time, okay? You can see here, heroes killed by Reaper Scythe will have 30 seconds added to their respawn timer. So 30 seconds, 11 minutes or 10 minutes into the game, 30 seconds extra respawning time is really huge actually. It doesn't seem like a big thing, you know, but you have to understand that it's huge. And Lifestealer gets stunned. Oh, nice infest on the creep. He's not going to heal much from it because it's a low HP creep. And now he's just going to die. Queen of Pain gets a... Queen of Pain is on a dominating. There is a very good aggressive lane, I would say, by the Ogre Magi and Queen of Pain. This lane is working very well for them. Also, Wraith King and Necrophos are having a good time on the top lane. So far there is more than 5,000 Dire, I mean more than 5,000 gold advantage for the Dire. They have pretty much won every lane, and they have a big advantage right now. And at this point it's about execution and not throwing and making very good decisions. Wind Ranger is not going to die from the Necrophos. Not going to die from the Reaper Scythe, but she still died. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Queen of Pain for Wind Ranger. It's nothing wrong with that. Alchemist has his Battle Fury completed now. Now Midas and Battle Fury together is usually pretty greedy because they are both farming items. Usually you wanna have one farming item, but more than one is just very greedy, and you can get pressured a lot. Klinks' auto attack is insane. He's probably gonna be running away since they have no vision. When you play against the Klinks, oh my god, that was really close. That was really close actually. If that Scream of Pain hit Klinks, he was dead. He would have died. When you play against the Klinks, it's a must carry detection item, Dust, Sentry, later on even a gem, so you can see the Klinks, you know. That's a very basic thing, but I always like saying it. Always carry a Dust against Klinks. You get kills on him and your Dust is worth it. The gold you spent on your Dust will be worth it. One of the reasons, by the way, why Radiant team is winning the lanes is because there is... Dire team is winning the lanes. One of the reasons why is because Radiant team has a jungler It's Lifestealer jungling, and Lifestealer jungling is... he needs a lot of time. Necrophos, again, ultimate used very early. Windranger still died, but the Necrophos ultimate should have been a bit later. And Klings has his Skeleton Walk on cooldown, so he couldn't use Invis right here. Let me go behind a little bit and see exactly what I mean. Yeah, he has the Skeleton Walk on cooldown. You have to keep in mind that you cannot really go in the middle of 3 or 4 people with your Skeleton Walk on cooldown, because they will turn on you. You are just 600 or 700 HP Klings, very squishy, because they will turn on you and they kill you. The best thing you can do with Klings, I don't know if you guys have noticed if you watched some other people that play Klings a lot, the best thing you can do is wait for your Skeleton Walk to have like about 5 seconds cooldown left or so, and then you can break the invis and start hitting someone. So if you see that you get in trouble, you can immediately press your Skeleton Walk, you press your invis, and then you run away and you're safe. Because what this guy did is just start auto-attacking in the middle of 3 people, and he died because no invis. Even if the enemy has detection, the Skeleton Walk increases your movement speed by a lot. On level 4 it will be like 44% increased movement speed, so you run a lot faster. Rubik stole the Sonic Wave. Very, very well done to steal the Sonic Wave. If he didn't steal it, they wouldn't have gotten the last 2 kills on Ogre and Queen of Pain. Very, very well done. Meanwhile, Silencer collecting intelligence. Wait. Global Silence on level 6. Please skill your Global Silence, guys. The build is really good. This is the famous Slasher's way of playing Silencer as a carry. No curse, maxing the Glaive of Wisdom, and also having the last word. But on level 6, always skill your Global Silence, because these fights could have been a lot worse for the Dire if they had Global Silence. Global Silence can literally turn a fight or win you a fight. It's a really good spell. Alchemist, I'm surprised he has only boots. Upgrading the boots is very important. On Alchemist, you can go Power Treads for extra HP. Power Treads on Strength will increase your HPs.
Radiant's bottom tower
And you can be a bit more tanky.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Also,
fallen.
the extra attack speed is good from the Power Treads. Maybe you can also go Boots of Travel, since you are an alchemist and you are one of the fastest farming heroes in the game, and you TP you constantly TP from one lane to another with Boots of Travel, and you keep farming and out farming everybody, and you get to the 30 minutes with 4 slotted items. Global Silence is used. Queen of Pain is going to get silenced by Last Word, but it's not enough to kill him. Again, Necrophos. I think what Necrophos is missing is the knowledge of how exactly the ultimate works. I think what he's missing is the knowledge
Radiant's middle tower
of
has
how his
fallen.
ultimate works. It clearly says damage per missing HP 0.04. Right? Keep in mind this. Keep in mind on level 3 it's 0.9. So that's almost 1. So that's 1 damage. 1 damage per HP missing. So if someone has
Dire's
half
bottom tower
HP
is under
left,
attack.
or a little bit less than half HP left, let's see the HP bar, okay? This is half HP. when he has a little bit less than half HP and you ult him with level 3 Reaper Scythe, he's going to die because it's 0.9. It's always almost 1 damage per HP missing. So half HP, that means the other half will be gone with your ultimate. Now let's go to 1 level less, 0.6. If level 3 Reaper Scythe is half of the HP of the hero, the level 2 Reaper Scythe should be half of the half. So it's not half, it's right here, something like that. And level 1 ultimate is actually only 0.4. There is probably much better explanation than that, but that's the explanation I keep in mind. Maybe over the thousands of hours that I have in the game, I already got used to the ultimate and I know when to ulti, but that's a basic, very basic and not very exact explanation, but I think it's okay. When you have your level 1 ultimate, you basically have to wait until the hero is almost dead. It's probably like one health bar and a half of those. You have to wait until the hero is almost dead. And don't use your ultimate just to damage someone for a little bit of damage. Use your ultimate to actually get a kill on someone, and it's not like you should care about not kill stealing. It's not going to be a kill steal because once again 30 seconds added to the respawn timer is insane. It's actually huge. Like 10 minutes into the game, heroes are already dead for 30 seconds, so you add 30 seconds more and they are dead for 1 minute. People are dead for 1 minute at 10 seconds into the game. Usually usually people are dead for 1 minute at 25 or 30 seconds into the game, not 10. So it's really huge for people to be dead for so long, because they are not playing the game for a minute. They are dead for a minute. They don't farm, they don't get experience, they don't help their teammates, they don't do anything. They are dead for a minute, okay? Don't underestimate the 30 seconds respawning timer. Don't underestimate the 30 seconds added to the respawn timer, okay? Make sure you kill with your ultimate. On level 1, once again, level 1 ultimate, not very easy to kill with it. That's okay. That was actually perfect. So Klinks is dead for 74 seconds. Usually 74 seconds death timer is like after someone buys back or something like that, you know? Because when you buy back after your next death, you will have increased respawn timer. Global silence, way too late. I think it was wasted. It's important to try to not waste your global silence because it's a very big spell. It's 2 minute, longer than 2 minute cooldown, and they got 4 men wiped. It's a 2 for 4 trade, and what they should be going right now is Roshan. What I have noticed in this low MMR games is that people don't go Rosh much, or more like they don't know when. It's extremely good. Rosh gives everyone a lot of experience. Rosh gives everyone 200 gold. Also Rosh gives Aegis of the Immortal. So you have one hero with 2 lives. And in the dire team, if Alchemist gets the Aegis, he has 2 lives. Wraith King with Reincarnation also has
Radiant's
2
bottom
lives.
tower has fallen.
So if Dire team goes for Roche, after that they can pretty much Rux, if you think about it. Because there is no global silence from the Radiant team. And they can just go push the Rux. Now they might go Roche, and now it's too late. Radiant team can go and contest. But they probably don't even know about it, they probably won't even contest it, or they do know because they have a ward and they are going to contest actually. So let's see what happens over here. This is not a good warding spot for an observer, you wanna place it on the uphill for more vision. Roche is already dead, they are jumping in. Wraith King is dead once. Insane Sonic Wave by Queen of Pain, he hits 4 people with it. Wraith King is going to die for a second time. They actually managed to snatch the Aegis. That was Rubik taking the Aegis. Dire team killed Roshan, but Rubik took the Aegis. So that was a very good reaction. It was a 2 for 3 heroes trade, and they snatched the Aegis. So that was very well done by the Radiant team. Also, they took their gem. So now that they don't have a gem, Klinks will be able to move around the map for free. Nobody will be able to see him unless they get a lot of sentries. Ogre is already getting sentries, very well done. When you play support, always try to have sentries against Invis heroes. Always carry a dust against Invis heroes. Dust is not only when you are support, dust is for every hero in the game. But when you are support, it's good if you carry sentries too. Necrophos went for Aghanim's first item. Necrophos, Aghanim's first item. It increases the damage per HP missing of your ultimate. It's so much better. At level 3 it's 1.2 damage per HP missing. Uh-oh, this lifestealer though, Ogre is dead. He's trying to de-ward, but there are four enemy heroes around and they just kill him. Alchemist with Shadow Blade, Battle Fury, he did upgrade into Power Treads, that's very nice. Global Silence is used here to silence the Quop, and then she gets another silence by the last word. One more auto attack? No, almost. Rubik blink into the trees, but Queen of Pain did not blink into the trees. She blinked here. And why is he going back? He should not be going back. He should be going base right now. No bottle to regen. He should definitely go base, I think. Meanwhile, there is meanwhile, Klinks got killed by the Reaper Scythe, so no buyback, okay. Necrophos ultimate, when you actually get a kill with it, the person you killed cannot buy back. In the late game, that could be huge, killing the enemy's carry with Reaper Scythe, and that carry not being able to buy back, you can definitely... That could be a game finishing moment, or a moment where you get Rux, moment where you destroy the enemy's Rux, if they don't have buyback on their most important heroes. Okay, so let's actually take a look at the builds. Let's actually take a look. Power Treads, Armlet, Maelstrom. This is an okay build. What is going on the bottom lane? Queen of Pain killed Rubik. There is a gem right here. I don't know if they know Rubik is carrying a gem. That was very close. This is not a kill for sure. Once again, missing a kill with the Reaper Scythe. By the way, it's not a huge problem. He died from the Heartstopper aura. Very well done to chase. You can always chase after people with Necrophos. You have the Heartstopper aura. It will kill them. By the way, it's not a very big deal. Oh, nice. He's gonna die for sure. He's dead. Lifestealer is very good against Alchemist. That's exactly why. Because if Alchemist has a Shadow Blade, you just buy a Dust. And when you rage, he cannot stun you. He stuns himself. So if Alchemist casts a stun against Lifestealer, it's a mistake. And if he doesn't cast it, he's gonna get right-clicked to death anyway. By the way, look at the net worth. Look at how farmed Alchemist is. Look at how much more he managed to farm than everyone else in the game. Alchemist has 19,000 gold net worth. That's the gold in total that he earned during the game, the net worth. It's 19,000. It's so much more than everyone else. He's probably the only reason why Dyer has a net worth advantage. So with Alchemist you farm really fast, but you have to be pretty good at abusing the farming speed. You know what I have seen recently on Chinese players do? I usually watch Chinese streams sometimes on the website called Douyu TV. I go there and I watch some Chinese streams. Obviously I don't understand the language, but I just watch the gameplay, and players like very high MMR players, like 6K, 7K MMR streamers, and also I have seen Burning and YYF, not FY, YYF. He is a core player. FY is a support, I believe. Even if he's a support, he can still play carry heroes in pub games, obviously, but I have seen a lot of people on Alchemist do Radiance. Oh shit, they going in. Klings get stunned, nobody has detection, nobody can kill the Klings. Lifestealer at this point is focusing the Alchemist. Alchemist is dead, Ogre is dead, and Wraith King is also going to die twice, and they just get destroyed. And there wasn't even a global silence in the fight, keep that in mind. In this fight was Lifestealer wrecking everyone. That's a full team wipe in exchange for a Klings. So 26 to 26 kills, 28 minutes into the game. A very even game at the moment. What I was saying about Alchemist is those Chinese players, the item build was Radiance, Boots of Travel, Manta style, and with the Manta illusions and the Radiance, you just split your Manta illusions, because in the last patch 6.85 Manta got buffed a little bit. The cooldown on Manta was decreased, so you can have more often those illusions. So with the Radiance and the illusions from Manta, they split the illusions over the map and they farm with the illusions and at the same time with the hero. It's something like what Naga does, right? Naga with Radiance splits the illusions on the map and farms neutral camps, a lot of lane creeps with all the illusions. So it's something like a Naga, but it's a much faster farming Naga. Because obviously because of the Grievous Greed. And after the Radiance Manta, they get Octarine Core, which is something that I definitely want to try out. Octarine Core on Alchemist. It increases your HP, because one of the problems of Alchemist is that his HP is low and his armor is also low. He's just a squishy hero, that's one of the problems he has. So the Octarine Core will increase the HP and make you a little bit more tanky, but most importantly will reduce the cooldowns. So the cooldown of the ultimate will be lower and you will have in general less time outside of your ultimate because Alchemist is extremely weak outside of his ultimate. Like 45 seconds, 45-second cooldown ultimate and 25-second duration. So there are going to be 20 seconds in which you don't have your ultimate up. Like right now his ultimate just expired and there are 15 seconds left. Octarine Core will reduce the cooldown and basically you will have your ultimate more often, and sometimes that will definitely help you survive. But this is the Alchemist build I do the most. For now at least, I haven't tried anything else yet. I can never tell what's better or what's good until I try everything. Okay, let's see. Klinks gets stunned because they have another gem. Klinks is going to die there. From the Reaper Scythe, no buyback. Actually Rubik stole the Reaper Scythe and he used it on a target that had Aegis. But Alchemist at this point is pretty weak because Lifestealer is very good against him and Lifestealer is very good against Wraith King as well. Lifestealer is basically very good against everyone. I think what went wrong for the Dire team is pushing the tier 2 tower bottom. It was like 10 minutes ago or so. Pushing the tier 2 instead of going Roche. Also Lifestealer is such a good hero against all of them. Against Alchemist, against Wraith King as well, Ogre Magi, Necrophos. Queen of Pain could be a counter, you know. She has slow, and if you make Orchid Malevolence, you silence Lifestealer so he can't rage. At this point, it's definitely Lifestealer carrying the game. That's, one thing to keep in mind: Reaper Scythe does not go through BKB, through Magic Immunity. What he just did is Reaper Scythe the raged Lifestealer. It does not go through the rage, so you have to be very careful about it. It does not go through rage, does not go through any kind of magic immunity. Silencer's TP is gonna get cancelled. This is something else. What just happens is something else that I always hate when it happens. We go very greedy. Like, they just destroyed the melee racks. The middle lane melee racks. You cannot go for the top lane and bottom lane melee racks, because the Dire team still has the tier 2 towers. If they have the tier 2 towers alive, you cannot attack the tier 2 towers. Wait. Okay, sorry. If they have the tier 2 towers alive, you cannot attack the tier 3 towers because they are immune to damage. Invulnerable. Invulnerable. I guess immune is something on Dota 1. Maybe I think on Dota 1 they said immune to damage. Whatever. Invulnerable. Jesus, that word is not very easy to say, huh? And the problem is that they stayed. They dove the tier 4 towers. What they should have done is go back, because that could have been a game-losing throw. Like, Lifestealer died, Silencer died, and Wind Ranger died. Those are 3 heroes with the highest net worth from the Radiant team, so each of them gave away so much gold. Silencer even had a monster kill streak. So this is also called overextending. What they should have done after destroying the mid lane tower and barracks is just go back, wait for the Klings to respawn, regroup, 5 people, stay together, play as a team. The worst thing you can do after destroying the racks is to go for kills. No, 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 that's not going for kills unless you are sure that you can get them. At this point the game, I would still say it's even. It's 33 to 30 kills. There is a big difference in the net worth right now. It used to be 15 or 14,000 gold advantage for the Dire, mainly because of Alchemist, because he's a farming beast. But now it's 8,000 gold advantage for the Radiant. So that's a big comeback in this game. What we see in this game is a big comeback for the Radiant team, and it's basically one of the reasons is because Lifestealer is carrying really hard. Remember that Lifestealer was jungling in the beginning. Usually that's not supposed to happen. Picking a carry hero for the jungle is very greedy usually, and it's not supposed to work. You're supposed to have a carry hero on your safe lane actually, not in your jungle. In the jungle it could be a ganking hero like, I don't know, Nature's Prophet or Enigma or Chen. Something like that. Nature's Prophet is actually an offlane hero, but I'm talking about pub games. In pub games, Nature's Prophet is played more in the jungle than in the safe lane, in the offlane, sorry. So, just talking about pub games, obviously.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
Curse you. Uh-oh. That's a deadly combo actually. That's actually a really good combo. Dagon Necrophos. Death Pulse, Reaper's Scythe, Dagon, and someone is pretty... Oh, Klings, what are you doing? Wait, what is Wraith King doing? Oh, by the way, Stout Shield 37 minutes into the game is probably the most useless item you can ever have. This guy should have sold the Stout Shield a lot of time ago. He should have sold the Stout Shield very long time ago and buy a Dust, so he can actually kill the Klings. If you have a Dust against Klings, as a Wraith King, you also have a stun spell. So you dust him, you stun him, and he's going to die. At this point he doesn't do anything to the Lifestealer. Alchemist is trying pretty hard to kill the Lifestealer. Necrophos ulted the Lifestealer, and even if Lifestealer died, everyone else from the Dire is going to die because they focused the Lifestealer with everything. Basically that's a 5-man team wipe, and I believe game is over right here. No one has buyback from the Dire, so game is basically over. It has to be over. So Wraith King mistake. Keep the Stout Shield for too long. Sell that Stout Shield, mate. Buy a Dust, mate. And you get 3 kills on the Klings. What went wrong in the last fight for the Dire team is they focused the Lifestealer with everything they had, and meanwhile Lifestealer's team killed them all. Like, they might have killed Lifestealer, that's cool, but they focused him with absolutely everything, every hero, every spell, and meanwhile obviously Lifestealer's team is going to kill you all. What would have happened if they focused everyone else except the Lifestealer? Lifestealer would have been the one that kills everybody. So at this point it's Radiant team having better picks, I would say, better carries. Dyer could have easily snowballed this game. Snowballing is not very easy. You have to be very good at it. You have to play very smart. You have to not go greedy. You have to not throw the game, not go for greedy chases and stuff like that. Because in this patch people get a lot of gold, a lot of comeback gold. When you have advantage in the net worth, when you have advantage in gold in the game, and when the enemy team kills you, they get a lot of gold. So that's the comeback gold. And in tournament games, you see professional teams and professional players winning the laning stage really hard, the laning phase, and then they snowball the game. They slowly but surely they increase their advantage even more and more. They don't go for greedy plays, they don't go for greedy deaths and stuff like that. It's not very easy to play well in Dota. It's just that kind of game. It's definitely not easy to be good. I'm not even good. I don't know. I don't know when I will become good. But I'm not good yet. Nobody's good. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. Likes help out a lot. If you are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. I upload videos every day. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one. Good luck and have fun playing Dota.